All new at 6, an exclusive update from the ABC15 investigators.
Some new details tonight on the tragic death of a woman at Camelback Mountain 1 week ago. We broke the story, exposing she was hiking with this Phoenix police officer. Officer Dario Dizdar left her halfway up the mountain on a date.
This video only on ABC15 when we spotted him by chance outside of police headquarters. Investigator Dave Biskobing shows us what happens next as he uncovers just how rescuers found the victim.
It was across the street from Phoenix Police Headquarters on Thursday when ABC15 news crew was parked and suddenly spotted Officer Dario Dizdar. It caught our journalists completely off guard, which is why the video you're about to see begins out of focus and overexposed.
I got my statement out, gave to the detective. You can look it up. All right, help me right to there then.
Before we got the camera out and rolling, Dizdar told ABC15's Zach Crenshaw the story being told about him is wrong. So Zach asked him to tell us more, and what you just saw is what he said in return, so let's play it again.
I got my statement out, gave to the detective. You can look it up.
Afterwards, our cameras watched Dizdar walk into police headquarters, but that's not the end of what happened. But before we tell you more, here's some important new details about Angela Tremonte and what happened the day she died. ABC15 obtained this official incident report from a Phoenix Park ranger. It gives specific details about how rescuers finally found Tremonte after hours of searching. Quote, Fire was in contact with Phoenix police and had them ping her phone. When that wasn't enough, Fire was able to have a friend of Angela use an iPhone application to get a more accurate ping. By narrowing down the area, PD units went door to door, knocking in the neighborhood. Angela's body was found in the backyard of this home on the side of Camelback Mountain. And while the park ranger's report clears up how she was found, it also raises more questions. The most obvious, if her phone was on, why didn't she call for help? But it also raises concerns about the evolving story we're getting from police and fire officials. Here's what Fire first said at the scene about this officer.
He's been living here for a while, he said, and he's very familiar with this mountain. Says he hikes it at this time of day all the time, from the top to the bottom.
Then this week, fire officials called our newsroom and asked us to stop using that soundbite because they misunderstood Dizdar. They claimed he hadn't hiked Camelback in years. He got lost himself on the way down and had to Uber back to the parking lot. But in the park ranger's incident report, it states Dizdar told the ranger, quote, he was local and did this hike all of the time. And remember, the officials say neither Dizdar nor Tremonte brought any water.
Halfway up, she becomes overheated, wants to turn around. He tells her to turn around, go back down to the parking lot. He continues up to the peak, makes his way up to the top, comes all the way back down to the parking lot. She's not here.
Tremonte was from the Boston area. She flew in to meet Dizdar for the first time. The two had been chatting online. So there's a lot more our news crew wanted to ask Dizdar when he came back out of PD headquarters. Instead, Phoenix Public Information officers came out with his keys and moved his car. A spokesperson told our reporter it's because they didn't want anyone to recognize his vehicle. I'm investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC15, Arizona.
We reached out to Phoenix PD with questions about this story. They responded late this afternoon. They say they don't know what specific questions were asked by fire and park personnel. But in a recorded interview, Dizdar told them this was his first time hiking the Echo Canyon Trail. They also say investigators found proof of a rideshare trip on his phone. Police say the investigation into Tremonte's death continues. Dizdar is cooperating and there is no indication of foul play. You can find all of Dave's reporting on this story and watch our ABC15 investigators on demand on our ABC15 streaming channel.